Welcome back to the Reptiles With Podcast. We're hanging out at a very special area. We're hanging out where Eric's going to be working, dude. Congratulations, my guy.
Thank you.
Dude, Eric literally is conservation right now.
I literally was about to say that. He's a conservationist. Look at this.
Yeah.
He owns this now.
He is this.
As a matter of fact, we're in my office right now.
Where's your desk?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
No,
Those trees over there.
So, Eric, you want to talk a little bit about what this place is, things that are cool about it, and what like your job's going to be?
Yeah.
For the
So,
most part?
it's a nice little preserve in Western. Can I say the name?
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Oakland Nature Preserve. It's a cool place.
If
It's over
somebody
in-
wants to kill you, they'll find you.
Fuck. In West Orlando. It's a small preserve, but it's pretty cool. There's a little trail. They've got like we're in this like little pier area. It's a really nice lake over here, and they have a nice like education building where they have like a classroom, and they keep a couple animals to do like educational outreach and all that stuff. So I'll basically be working there for the most part, taking care of like little animals here and there. They have an outdoor animal area where they have some like possums and stuff like that, a little box turtle. So it's small, but it's nice, and they're doing good stuff here. And I'll basically be working in and out of that area, taking care of stuff. I was also told I might be doing like educational stuff, outreach.
Your favorite. Let's go.
Yeah. So it's a good step in the right direction. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it's real cool because it's like I know you're very excited about it. I know that when we talk on the phone, it's hitting every single thing that you were looking for.
Yeah, it hits all the bases. So
Yeah.
What were the things that you wanted? What are those things?
Besides the obvious, like, I want to work with animals, I want to work nature, but besides all that stuff, because that's always going to be like a given with this stuff, it's not like in a retail setting, which I kind of wanted to get away from anyway. It's a lot more education and outreach, and it's also the professionalism and like I guess the respect of an actual conservation like group. So because experience working here is going to outweigh everything else that I used to do. No matter how many different types of animals I work with, no matter all the experience I had, this place will always be on top of that. Yeah, because of just the respect and the look that institutions like this have, which is good.
You're going to be doing actual wildlife.
Exactly.
Work.
It's I'm going to be doing stuff that actually matters a lot more than putting money into someone's pocket. So
yeah,
Respect.
fire, dude. That was crazy.
Respect.
That was crazy.
What?
That was like the most shade with Loki.
All right, Kendrick.
Yeah, for real,
All right,
dude.
Kendrick.
Oh,
I mean,
man,
he is
yeah.
a big Drake fan, so.
Yeah, and you're gonna be able to treat animals with like respect,
Yes.
and not just do
And-
things because you're scared of them. And
What do
I'm
you
not
mean
saying
I'm
anything
scared of?
specific. I'm just saying. You're not gonna have to neck something that doesn't need to be necked because you don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm going to have to neck the corn snake. Oh, God.
No, you're
No,
so
no,
dumb.
no.
No,
The
and,
indigo. If you neck the indigo, I'll beat
Have
your
you seen
ass.
the indigo?
No, I will later.
It's
Yeah.
she's a trooper.
yeah,
She's cool.
Yeah.
We'll see her later.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool, man. Well, congratulations.
Thank you,
I think
thank you.
we're all very happy
It's
for
been
you.
too long.
Yeah. Everybody send claps in the
Send
messages
claps in the-
for
in the
Eric. Now, next thing. You were just on the animals at home. We spoke about it a little
Yeah.
bit last week, but now it's past. I want to say the reception of that episode was crazy. Every time that I opened Instagram, somebody shared your clip.
Yeah.
Somebody that I follow. The one that stuck out to me the most was the guy that keeps the Blue Tree monitors.
Father
Blue.
Yeah, Father Blue, and he was like all hyped because he's like Latinos
cool.
in the community. Let's
Yeah.
go. How are you feeling post that, man? Now that it's all out there.
I didn't know what to expect. I had an idea, and I had told Dylan about it. I was like, I think we're about to get some heat, but the heat is good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, all right, like, let's see what happens. And it was exactly that, plus more.
yeah,
Like, it was like, podcast comes out. I was like, okay, here we go. He was, okay, I'm going to post 3 reels today. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, what are you going to post? He literally highlighted the spots where he knew people would have, like, an argument.
No fear.
Yeah, and then he put them out, and I was like, oh, he's playing with fire. Let's go. And then the comments began.
So what was it? Like, what was like the most notable thing from the most notable people that like stuck out to you?
Notable people, I don't even know who I argued with, honestly.
You were just arguing with everybody?
I was just going at it. I can't tell you one name right now because I don't know who I argued with.
Got you.
Yeah, so it was a lot of people, and it was like, the same arguments we've had here before, but of course, that's a new place that I haven't talked about those things. And the one thing was how berms got to Florida.
Yeah.
The other one was wall-caught reptiles and how it impacts animals in a negative way. People were so against that. People were so against reptiles being invasive and having to control those things. They're like, well, we should control that once we control cats. And it's like, that stupid argument that people always try to push to the side.
It's
or
always
whatever.
both. It's never just one.
Yeah, so they try to just go for those types of arguments. Those are the main two that I can remember right now. And then people were mad that I said I don't show my own enclosures because I'm not happy with them as well.
Okay.
So those are the main three arguments I've had with most of these people.
Yeah. I expected the Florida stuff because the Florida stuff always gets people up in arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The wild caught stuff, I expected a little bit more nuance because I think it's blatant that you take animal from wild. That is not a good act.
Yeah, no, people are like, no, those animals would have been eaten in Africa for ball pythons.
Uh-huh.
And it's like...
But then maybe they're supplying sustenance for a family.
Yeah, but not even that. It's like the fact that you removed it from the wild, the animal's also dead.
Like ecologically.
Yeah, ecologically,
Yeah.
the animal's dead.
It's still being
you're doing
removed from the
exact
equation.
Same thing. Like you didn't save anything.
Yeah.
You just that was most of my argument.
I liked something that you said specifically that I'm sure that you probably got a little bit of looks behind the scenes in certain places. But when you were talking about how much people might pay for an animal like that, and then the excuse is, oh, but we're helping out the families. Okay, so why don't you pay a little bit more? Because you're making 300% profit on it. It's like you really wanted to help. If your goal was to help, help.
Yeah.
Don't pay pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, there was one comment that was like, well, nerd, Brian Barczyk, they paid this much for this one specific snake. And it's like, yeah, that one time.
Yeah. But also, we have to understand that those instances are, at this point, 20 years in the past.
Yep.
It's about the evolution of what that means today and, how we know that we can make a difference.
Yeah.
We back then, they were operating on a gamble. They were operating on all of a sudden, all this money is coming in and there is no industry. All of a sudden, all this money is coming in, and how can we capitalize on this moment? Today, there's an industry. Mm-hmm. Today, we have a foundation of what this is, and we have regular contact, so we can go back and be like, we need this, we need to meet quota for that, we need this animal, we need that animal, we need specifics, and it's just we should have a standard that is set.
Yeah, as a minimum, if that's the excuse. I still don't agree with it, but if that's gonna be the excuse, stand by it.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Wow.
Yo, that thing just whacked you.
It's a cicada.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a big old cicada.
Yeah.
It's probably getting hunted right now by cicada killers.
That's crazy.
I might grab it.
Anywho, I think that is one of the things that specifically stood out to me. Did you get to listen to the episode?
No, I'm a fake fan.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fucked.
No, I had it there, and then I
I'm
got
not gonna lie,
ADHD, man.
It's a good one. I'm not gonna lie.
I really want to watch it.
I watched it myself and I liked it, and that's crazy.
I always, whenever listen to Reptile Podcast, I always speed run them. I always change the speed on YouTube, and I always find it funny because you're it's hilarious. But it was a very good episode. I know you were saying that there was a lot of issues with your phone. And you couldn't tell at all, dude. The editor
that
worked,
guy,
bro.
yeah, the editor works, bro. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
like, damn, there was one time that I could tell.
Yeah.
One time that I was like, oh, there it is. And then after that was it. Couldn't see it again.
So I didn't watch it. I mainly listened to it. I was listening to it at work. And as far as audio-wise, you couldn't tell.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. I respect that.
I'm gonna watch it today on my
It's
way.
good. It's a very good episode. Dylan does amazing work.
Yeah.
I have a lot of his videos on my watch later, and I've been watching them one at a time. I was like,
Yeah, I will
I have
say
so many I want to watch.
a lot of comments were also very positive. There
That's
was
good.
a lot of good, especially on YouTube. A lot of people commented very positive things. Especially I come across as this fucking asshole or whatever. But whenever I talk about the things that I do know the most about, like crocodilians, monitors, and I think it's undeniable that I do know my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's I don't know.
Yeah.
It's two sides to it. Like I think some people hate me, but then they probably hear me talk about like
the things that you're like more confident and it's your direct field.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, fuck this guy.
Yeah, because what happens is that somebody will listen to you say something that they disagree with.
Yeah.
They'll form the opinion and they'll think that that is your identity.
Yeah.
But they don't know the truth behind the character.
Yeah.
And then when you talk about the things that you are actually passionate about in a positive way, about things that you are 100% on,
Yeah.
or as close to 100%, and then they understand the character. And then they can maybe see how you come to certain conclusions. But the thing is that people listen to clips.
Yeah.
So they define you by a clip.
Yeah.
And
fine.
everybody wants that instant satisfaction dopamine hit, you know?
Yeah, and I low-key love that as well because it gives me something to do.
Yeah,
Like get back and forth with these motherfuckers, and also like another thing people don't understand is like the reason I have these views is not because I'm making them up. It's not because I'm hateful. It's because I've looked into shit. So whenever people come at me with like hurricane hit a zoo, I'm like bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam. Where biologists actually say this. My girlfriend's an ecologist, so I just be like, yo, step in real quick.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can't. Like I'm going from the angles you cannot see. I'm going from zoological, the industry itself, biology. Like I see every angle, and I'm hitting you from every single one. All you are is a breeder that breeds in a shoe rack.
Yeah. It's,
You know what I mean?
it's a different thing.
It's like I'm coming from so many different ways. You have one view. I'm looking at so many other things to form my opinion.
Yeah, you know, growing up, I was always like that. I always got stuck in arguments, right? Because I was like, I get what you're saying, and I also know this, but I get what you're saying, so I can't argue with you because it's like you see it from all angles, but everything is nuanced. Everything is nuanced because like we could sit here and say, hey, you can make a living breeding animals, but how is the animals care? And then there's a nuanced discussion about that. It's not like it can't just be take care of the animal like this, do these square like this, follow this roadmap to make that, and you can't just say this is the prime way to keep the animal.
Yeah.
You know,
You
obviously
gotta be open-minded.
100%.
That's all it is
It's
at
like
the end of the
same
day.
thing. You spoke about it with the crescent geckos. We keep the crescent geckos outside. They're doing fine. You know, they experience extreme colds. They
I got
experience
some shit
extreme
for
heats.
that.
They died. They all
Oh,
died.
shit.
I got some shit for that, bro. I
What was-
literally, some people were like, "Oh, that is so dangerous." Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, if it's 100 degrees ambient temperature and you provide enough plants, they can stay in between the plants and cool
And
down.
also humidity. Humidity
Yeah.
plays a big factor.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. People were tripping about stuff like that. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I've been doing it, bro.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys had a great episode, for sure.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I like to say that we're the #1 reptile podcast, but I think we all know who it is.
Yeah.
Us. So I have a podcast scheduled on Tuesday, the Reptile Gumbo podcast. I don't know if it I know that they record it live. I don't know if it comes out that same day. If it does come out, by the time that you're listening to this, it's already out. If not, it should be coming soon. Other than that, in reptile news, D23, do you know what that is? Okay, so D23 just happened.
Hold on, what is that?
Okay, D23, you know what SDCC is? San Diego Comic-Con?
Oh, it's the Disney thing.
Yeah, so it's Disney's
yeah.
expo to
Yeah.
announce big projects. And the reason that I'm talking about it is, obviously I tune in because I'm a big Marvel nerd, but they were talking about Zootopia. Zootopia 2 is going to come out. Zootopia, for those who don't know, is a movie about a world where these animals are pretty much, they play a role in society. They play the role in society. Apparently, I don't remember so well. There was no reptiles in Zootopia.
No,
1?
it was
No.
mammals, just
Mammals. So in Zootopia 2, they're introducing reptiles. Okay, they announced one person that's going to be cast in as a snake. The guy that plays Obi in Loki. So my whole thing was, okay, we're gonna have some reptiles in this. It is Pixar. It is Disney. So they're not gonna probably paint things super negative. But do you think it's gonna be good or bad? Do you think the reptiles are gonna play?
I'm gonna be completely honest. Even
Yeah.
where reptiles are in a negative way in a movie, I don't care.
Okay.
I really don't care
Why?
because you could tell whatever story in whichever way you want.
Okay.
It doesn't change anything.
You don't
really.
worry about like the
Nope.
light that it plays
Nope.
within the community that you're a part of?
Nope.
Okay, good take.
Nope.
Eric?
Yeah. to that point, I don't think it does matter, just because people do sometimes lean into the villain roles anyway. But for me, in terms of the movie, I see it happening two ways. One, they could recycle the plot from the old movie, which is just the same thing, but reptiles instead of predators.
Yeah.
Or two, it'll be something similar. That's the whole topic.
The snake is the most wanted, and they're looking for it.
Is that what you think it is? Or is that what it is?
It is.
Oh,
it is.
okay.
They say it.
Because it's like a sick morph. Super
They got to put him in a rack system.
Ass up, bro. No, it's like they're looking for the snake, and he's like one of the most wanted for something. I don't know.
He's probably
fucking sick nasty.
He's probably venomous or something.
Yeah, something.
He probably got framed for killing someone.
Something like that.
That would be kind of fire if he's.
But I don't think they'd kill someone.
Something like that. But like I don't know. Like people worry about those things like way too much about movies. I think.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that paints this and paints. I think we're way over that. Before, when everything we had was just TV, it mattered a lot more than now that you have like so many forms of media. I don't think like a movie affects people the same way it did before.
Yes. So the reason why I bring that up is coincidentally, Adam, Wikis, did a video. Can you pull up his YouTube channel real quick so I don't fuck up and butcher the name? But the idea of this video was we need to stop being over dramatic about this topic. Yep. And one of the first things that he talks about is, I guess, in a cell phone commercial ad, they used corn snake to like sell an animal. And okay, look, it says, "This isn't abuse. Stop being a baby about everything." So in this commercial, somebody gets bit by a corn snake, and they need to go, like, they pretend like the corn snake is venomous. Yeah. And so the guy gets like inflated or whatever, and it's a joke. It's dramatic, but of course, the community gets up in arms. They're like, "Oh, this paints it in a bad light."
I will say, nothing really does come out of it that is somewhat true, but it does create annoyance within the community. I think that's more, at least from my point of view, that's what it creates. Because like at like reptile shops and everything, I could only imagine how many people are going to come in freaking out because of the commercial or something like that, just because they see something in a certain light in like a movie or TV.
Yeah, but it's also silly.
But that's why it's just more annoying, more so than like detrimental to the community. It's just an annoying. It's another annoying thing. It's just another like calling a snake poisonous type shit.
Yeah, but that happens with everything. Like I feel like everybody's just being a baby for no reason.
Yeah.
Like it's like, dude, grow up.
So I used to think a lot like that. I used to think a lot like, oh, that makes reptiles, people get scared of reptiles, people, whatever. And I think it does with like kids, but then it's about how you educate your kids. So you can't really blame 100% the movie.
And media has enough, bro.
I think I get more concerned with like news outlets than anything, just because people in general they get clung on like the things that are happening in the news. Like if it's
the news is
100% the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's like different. But a movie, bro, they make a crocodile movie, he's eating people. I'm fucking watching that shit. Mm-hmm. I'm watching it, and I'm gonna have a great time fucking watching it. Yeah. Other people are like, "Oh no!"
And, it's Pixar. That movie's gonna be fire.
Yeah, like I don't care
Zootopia
if he's a
isn't
villain.
Pixar.
I don't care if he's
no.
Well, I've been talking shit this whole time.
It's Disney.
Yeah.
But isn't Disney Pixar?
No.
What are you talking about? Yeah, they are.
No.
They announced Toy Story also. That's a Pixar
they work
movie.
Together.
Pixar. It's like Cadillac and Chevy. They're in the same field, but they're two different.
Zootopia comes out through Pixar.
No, it's Disney animation. It's different. Pixar is their own thing with their own story and universes.
Well, I watch Marvel. I don't know about this stuff.
It's like Tangled.
Disney.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But Marvel's its own thing.
Exactly.
Like
so we're
that.
good. We're good.
Like that. There you go.
I know what I know, and this I don't know. Anyways, what were you saying?
No, I was gonna make an example to make you understand about you. We got it.
Okay.
We got it. We're good.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. That ass. Tired of shit.
Pull up topics.
Topicos.
Yeah.
What
So
else we got?
yeah, man. I think that I'm actually excited for that movie. I think it's gonna be fire. I think that a lot of stuff in nerd
So
culture is gonna be
who's voicing the snake?
Who's did you didn't watch Loki?
Yeah. Then
Is
shut the fuck
Obi?
up.
No, is Obi?
Doesn't matter.
From the
I'm just trying to name the actors. That's such a spoiler.
No, you
No.
won't know the actor.
I think he was in
Is
like an old like 80s.
Yeah, he's
movies.
like an Asian dude.
Oh,
He has
okay,
an
never mind,
Asian
never mind.
name, Asian face, eyes.
That was crazy. I don't know if I have to edit that, but Tyler sent me a text with a timestamp.
No, you don't. I didn't say nothing bad. I actually like him a lot.
Yeah, no, he's fucking fire. Blue tongue enclosures are our next topic.
Ah, yes.
So, last episode again, we spoke about something that I was doing this weekend. What are you laughing about already? Why is this man laughing already?
I'm not laughing, dude.
I built these blue tongue enclosures. I didn't build them. My friend Tito helped me. We built these enclosures with Eric and Tyler. And actually Tito's son came, Noah. And
Noah.
Yeah. He loves animals, man. It was awesome to see his excitement and asking me all these questions about the tortoises, and I got to answer them. And when he was leaving, he goes, "Thank you for teaching me so much." I was like, "Damn, dude!" You
died.
Yeah,
You died inside. Bro.
Yeah. So Tito, we got together and we built these enclosures. They came out amazing. Oh my God, we were able to. I wanted to make them shorter. That was the first obstacle, okay? Because the first ones that we did, I kind of have a hard time getting inside these enclosures. I know that through the camera, I might look about like 6'5", but the truth is I'm not. I'm only 6 feet. Only,
yeah.
Right?
Yo, hold up. The dwarf from Flagrant.
Game of Thrones.
Oh.
I fucking love that guy.
That was a good episode.
Yeah, I actually watched the whole thing of that one.
Yeah, it was
It's,
good.
oh, you couldn't watch mine, you piece of shit.
No.
For
Piece
real,
of
dude.
shit,
You wouldn't
bro.
watch your podcast?
Yeah,
but
what a
Peter
piece of
Dinklage comes
shit.
out and he's fucking...
No, because I followed the link that you guys sent, so
Yeah.
I was outside
Also,
working.
because
So.
that's the excuse we didn't send
yeah.
them the link.
What a
No.
piece
It's
of-
my
Yeah,
fault. It's
yeah,
my
shit.
fault.
Yeah, but whatever. So the other enclosures, they were too tall. Okay, I also needed to make them shorter because the first ones we did, they were on a wall in my house that the way that the wall meets is kind of like this, right? And the other enclosures met the end of the wall, but the new wall begins at a different length, so we needed to make them a little bit shorter. And I want to do pairs instead of groups to see what the difference is between those two things. So it went well, okay? I had Eric and Tyler come as additional hands.
We were more so like just distractions.
No, you guys did help a lot. But this man almost died like
No, I
38
didn't.
times. This guy,
No,
we're
I
in the
didn't.
sun, in the middle of the day,
No.
in summer. We're stapling the mesh at the bottom of these enclosures.
Overheat.
This man goes,
No.
he goes, "Why am I dizzy?"
I didn't say that.
He
I didn't
literally
say
goes,
that.
he goes, "Why am I dizzy?"
No, I didn't even say that. I said I feel lightheaded. That's all I said.
No. He said, "Why am I dizzy? I'm lightheaded." He goes, "I don't get heat exhaustion." And I'm like, "Eric, go under the shade." I made a little shaded area. He goes under the shade 2 minutes and then comes back out and he's just like, just standing there like not doing anything and just in the sun for like 10 more minutes. And he's like, "Why am I dizzy?" Eric, go get AC. Go get water. This man wouldn't listen.
The autism was sizzling.
No, bro. I just want to work.
Yeah, that was work.
No.
He wanted to work, but then
Oh, I
get
got
distracted by Tyler. And that's another thing.
He's wanted a tan.
Yo, I
That's
wanna
literally
tell
what it
you-
was. I'm not even joking. I was like, I need to stay out here because my arms are disgusting.
Yo, let me tell you what this man was wearing. He had his galoshes, his rain boots, up to his knees.
Why
They
did
were
you have
not-
rain boots?
No,
Because
no.
it was dirty. I'm not gonna get my Vans dirty.
You know what the worst part is? Is it rained and he left the Vans on top of one of the enclosures and they got soaked.
Yeah.
He's got to clean them anyways. So he has his galoshes about knee high.
I call them galoshes.
Stop. He had basketball shorts on above his knees. Crazy. And then he was wearing a...
It was a stripe of thigh.
Yeah. And then he was wearing, you know who the Mighty Ducks are?
Yes.
Yeah, a Mighty Ducks jersey with no sleeves. And he's like, I want to even out my farmer's tan. I need to get sun. His pasty white and then red. And
It worked, kind of.
and then he had fucking shades on, like Ray-Bans from the 80s.
Oh my
He,
god!
I told
They're
him that
my
he looked
glasses.
I told him he looked like a bully from a 90s movie. And then on top of that,
What that dude?
like one of those. And then every time that we would look at him, he was like posing a different way. He was like,
You know
It was
what's funny?
crazy.
You know what's funny? That was all you're doing is just saying exactly what Tyler was saying yesterday.
"What are you talking about?"
You're literally telling him to shut up, and now you're saying it like you were saying it.
Telling who to shut up? Tyler?
Yeah.
First off, I was the one that called you the 90s bully.
No. Everything else.
The only thing that Tyler said was like, every time I look at... This is Tyler's voice. Every time I look at Eric, he looks like he's trying to pose like he's a model.
Bro, I'm just
That's
standing.
the only thing Tyler
I
said.
was standing.
Sexually.
Standing.
Yeah, sexually.
I don't
I'm sorry
know
that I'm objectifying you.
I don't
right
know
now.
whether to be like offended or
Aroused?
no, not aroused. What's the other word? Just or it's like a compliment. Just me standing there just gets you going.
I mean, you look great, bro. Tyler was aroused. He kept looking
I'm
at
not
you.
gonna lie, Eric. That beard makes you a lot more fuckable.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
The beard
Do you
looks
like
good
it
on you,
now?
man.
Do you like it now?
Yeah.
Finally, it grew on him.
No, yeah.
There we go.
It actually literally and mentally grew on me.
For real?
Because I started looking back at photos. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, and now you're like, ooh, that's why he was standing like that.
Yeah.
it's like a mask. It's like
Yeah. It
Hides you
fixes
a little bit.
everything, bro.
Well, Blue Tongue Enclosures came out great. They're not 100%.
Anyway,
The frames are set. I just need to get
Shout out
hinges.
Tito.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
shout out Tito.
He was really working
did-
yesterday.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, there was at a point where it was so hot.
it was bad.
And I told Tyler and Eric to go inside to get AC. I told Noah to go get AC because it was fucking hot. And I told Tito, I was like, hey, man, you should probably go take a break. And he goes, no, it's all right, bro. I just threw up. I want to get finished. I was like, bro. What?
I mean, to be fair, like the quicker we get done, the better it'll be. So
I thought we were going to be like 12 hours out there because we started at 8 in the
no,
morning.
we finished like at 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. It wasn't
wasn't
bad.
bad.
Oh my God. And then, so I needed it to fit a whole wall. So it was enclosure to fence. The first one was easy for the most part because there was space. The second one, dude, we had to build the base, flip it, mesh the whole thing, flip it back, and push it into place.
Yeah.
Once the mesh was on and we finished like some of the borders, so that way like we didn't have to screw anything at weird angles, and we had to push that bitch into place, bro. That thing was so heavy.
Because it was like muddy too.
Yeah, it was muddy. It was impossible to move. You know,
And then Tito just got it with one hand.
Tyler is
Him and Tyler, yeah.
Yeah, him and Tyler just one-handed the thing, and then we were just pushing, pretending to push, to be honest with you. Eric and I were trying, but every time we would, like, put pressure, our foot would just
Listen,
slide
man,
because of the mud.
I'm just weak, okay? So my muscles aren't there yet.
They're getting there. I was, like, trying to, like, defend you, saying, no, it was the mud, and then you just had to roast yourself.
I'm just being honest. I'm
You're
getting
strong,
there.
dude.
Yeah, you're a strong
I'm getting
boy.
there. I'm
He's got
putting in the work.
that one kind of strength. What kind is it?
Mm,
We don't got to say anything. Anyways, so Blue Tongue Enclosures are great. I'll probably put the animals in this upcoming week. I just need to finish the tops. So a couple things that I want to watch here. It might be a little bit difficult because of the sun.
We'll use their shadows. Oh my god, the OCIC one.
Yeah. So here,
Oh,
first
hell
thing
yeah.
is Zoom Ed.
Of Chinese water dragons. It's this metal cage built on top of a waterland tub that's part of the larger system of waterland tubs in the greenhouse. Now these cages allow both UV light and heat to come in from the UV penetrating panels, so in the latter half of the day the sun hits it just right.
So I probably won't be able to put the audio because it has like a song on it. But Zoomed is showing us the way that they set up their Chinese water dragons in like the largest size, I think, waterland tub, and then they just build a frame up top, and it's in a greenhouse. Dude, I love their
Yeah.
greenhouse.
It's a pretty nice setup. I'm just wondering how the nose rub is gonna go.
They were saying that they don't have nose rub.
That's because
they
of the
have-
type of mesh. It's coated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some
It's
reptiles
vinyl
get
coated.
it anyways.
Yeah.
Like self-fins will get it regardless, but
With the vinyl coated mesh.
yeah.
They just hit it so hard.
But also, think about what those animals want to do. The animal wants to hide and go into
Yeah,
water.
just go in the water.
And it has enough space to go into water.
Yeah.
And then the ponds aren't hard.
Yeah,
They're plastic.
and they're also dark and covered, so
yeah.
they feel secure there.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then it's cool because they use the basking platform area, like the nesting area, as a nesting area for those animals. I think it's fucking sick.
Repurpose that tub I have.
Man, that's not a bad idea. You could literally just put a...
I could have them both in there.
No, you cannot.
Nah,
Your striped mud
no.
turtles will eat those little lizards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll fucking destroy them, dude. I'm trying to look for Zotic's video on it. Did I not send it to you guys?
Let me see.
If you want to pull it up. So Zotic also did a... she also showed off her Chinese water dragon enclosures, which were mucho cool.
Yeah, you just sent it in the chat.
Okay.
There you go.
These are my Chinese water dragons. They are an advanced species of lizard, and I would only recommend them if you have ample space and ample opportunity to give them lots of enrichment. These two are a very bonded pair. Their names are Kumandra and Namari. There she is. She is so beautiful. They are water dragons and they do need access to water, so they have a 40-gallon inside their 6-foot long enclosure. Their enclosure's dimensions are 6 feet by 4 feet by 2 feet. And they have lots of plants in there. This was all finished just today. And we're hoping to give them lots of enrichment by pouring crickets into these bamboo shoots in the hopes that they will have to wait and hunt and use their arms a little bit more. But I'm hoping that they're going to be much happier in here. They were in a 4x2x4 before, but I think they'll prefer this.
Dude, that is sick, man.
Cool.
Kind of want mine back already.
That should be the future, bro.
Yeah.
That should be the future.
Yeah, well, yours is going off and has a whole bunch of girlfriends now. Your male.
But he's not doing the job yet.
Not
He's
yet. He
not?
needs to acclimate.
Well, yeah, he's acclimating, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well,
I don't know.
and
I just always, every time I ask about it, it's always like a roast fest just coming at me for it.
We're
So
just.
no, not with you guys.
gotta-
Not with you guys. With Conception. And
I
Eddie.
know, but you got to understand how to be boys. That's what boys do. They do that because they see you as an equal. They see you as a friend. What happened?
Uh-oh. He's erect.
Anywho, Chuck decides to go herping mid-podcast. What did you see?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep describing what I was saying.
It was a
An
swamp.
otter?
Ooh.
Oh, if that's an otter, we're all stopping. Hold up. How far does this go? I'm going to switch to Eric's mic. All right, so Eddie Soto just had, he got baby Chinese water dragons. Was it really an otter? No way. Well, that's sick. Am I back in frame now? Can you see my head? Damn.
You can see like your whole body from below your feet to above.
For real? Well, this is what 6 foot looks like. Anywho.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's just talk about Daytona, and we'll cut it off here. It's getting really hot. We can spend a little bit of time. Yeah, the sun is beating up on us. Daytona. The next time the week after, well, actually the week that this comes out, we're going to be fucking going to Daytona. Literally. I'm hyped. I'm ready. I think Tyler was saying he's mad excited, and not sarcastically. Eric's been saying he's mad excited. Chuck, you mad excited?
I'm okay.
What the fuck is that?
He's also excited.
Don't know.
He's going to Daytona. That was crazy. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Yeah, we good? All right. This was the Reptiles With Podcast.